All right, YouTube, it is time for my final thoughts, my review, my experience, my opinions, all of that good stuff about the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. And I will tell you right off the bat, this is a good phone. It really is. It's a good phone. Um, Super solid build quality. I love the design of this phone. The only thing I would probably change is making the screen, the aspect ratio a little bit wider, and then expanding this outside cover screen, making it even more usable where you can reply to emails and texts. That would probably be on my wish list for the Z Flip 4, along with a little better battery life. And we'll talk more about the battery later. But as an update, I have been rocking the phone with this silicone case, as well as this, I want to say it's the Aramid case. This case here, a lot thinner, easier to pocket the phone, to slide in and out of the pocket. So if you're on the go, I would recommend this case. Or overall, if you're just going to get one case, maybe I would recommend this one over the silicone case. The silicone case is pretty cool. It does give it a little more protection, a little bit thicker, a little grippier. And if you're going to carry it like on a clip, and maybe I'll add a video or a photo of where I was wearing this, with a belt clip. It fit pretty comfortably. I don't recommend it with keys. I know somebody asked me about that, like, hey, I'd love to have my phone with my keychain. I don't recommend that because then you could possibly scratch up the front display of the phone. So just be aware of that. And you can also remove this little keychain thingy here and just rock it normally. And it does have the adhesives on both. I just didn't take those off. I like to, keep changing my case. And plus, you should at some point rock this phone naked. If you're at home and it's safe, maybe you're in bed, you're on the couch, just to marvel at the build quality of this phone. Whenever you can, just take the case off of it and rock the phone as normal. Now, some things that I really, really like about this phone. I love the hinge, very sturdy. You can put it in, your different modes or whatnot. Like I said in the other video, I kind of tend to use it like this to watch videos and whatnot. But the hinge is very strong, very sturdy. And now with the water resistance, this definitely makes this phone capable of being your daily driver. So yeah, overall build quality, I give it an A. The screen quality, very, very nice. So even though this isn't like the quad HD display or whatnot, this 1080p display is very nice. The colors pop, and with different wallpapers, it looks really, really nice. And 120 hertz is definitely the way to go. Hopefully Apple catches up this year and makes all of your phones 120 hertz, and we can just move forward from there. Because once you experience it, it is very smooth, especially if you're using like Instagram or any other app where you do a lot of scrolling. You can definitely tell the difference. That 120 hertz is hard to go backwards after that. Speakers are really nice on this phone, especially since they added the second speaker in the earpiece. I know on the earlier iteration of this phone, on the normal just Z Flip, they did not have dual speakers. They just had the one speaker. So the speakers are nice quality on this device. So no complaints there. RAM management has gotten better. When I first got this phone, I did find myself having apps restart when I would choose them from my list. They would normally restart, but now I have found that they don't refresh as much, especially like the couple of games that I play. I found as of late, I don't think there was an update, but as of late, it did not refresh. It just went right back to where I left off in the game, which is phenomenal. Especially with only 8 gigs of RAM. And that's funny that I can say only 8 gigs, is a lot of phones have like 12 gigs now. So maybe they'll add, another 4 to 8 gigs on the next model. So RAM management, definitely an improvement. I haven't had this phone lag out on me at all. I haven't had apps crashing on me. The only little quirks I've really had in over a week and a half have been, sometimes when I'm trying to clear out the apps in the background, it doesn't always clear. And sometimes my internet it'll pause. Like if I'm on a website and I'm trying to refresh something, it just stops. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's with the network. It's possible. So I won't fault the phone for that per se. But, those are just a couple things that I've noticed over the past week and a half. So build quality check, screen quality check, speaker quality check, functionality as far as the Snapdragon 888 for the most part has been super solid. Like I said, hasn't lagged out on me. So really good. A couple of apps didn't work, like my NBA 2K20. For whatever reason, still doesn't work on this phone. I'm not sure why. I thought with this aspect ratio, it would work, but there's still spots in the game where I can't hit the continue, no matter what aspect I set it to, full screen or changing the different aspects in the Labs app. It just does not work. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's on the developers to figure that out. Maybe any flip or fold style phone are just having some issues, but it is what it is. It's not a deal breaker. So let's talk about the battery. A mixed bag with the battery. So what I will say is, from my experience, and keep in mind, this is just my experience, so don't start getting all upset. For the last year, I've been rocking the iPhone 12 mini. Okay, not the SE, the 12 mini. And I was averaging probably a good 4.5 hours of screen on time with that phone, and it definitely got me through the entire day. With this phone, I typically get 3.5 to 4 hours. So this is a sun up to sundown phone. It should get you through the day unless you are a power user, meaning you rarely put this thing down. So keep that in mind, but that is just my experience with the battery. So the battery isn't horrible. We all wish it was better, but I mean, it just isn't, right? So if you don't have a lot of things to compare it to, then the battery is going to be fine for you. I have a lot of devices, or I've had devices over the years that I can kind of compare battery lives to. And it's not just this phone, it's any phone that I get going forward. To me, the best battery life I ever had was on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. That was the best battery, like a 2-day battery for me. So every phone I've gotten after that, I've been thinking like, at least get me through the day, right? From early morning to late at night, I should still have a good 30 to 40% left and I'd be happy. With this phone, I definitely don't have that left at the end of the night. But everybody's experience will be different. So it is what it is. So as far as the battery life, hopefully they can improve it in the next phone. The Flip 4, if they make one, maybe they can find a way to put a little bit bigger battery in this device. I know we don't want to sacrifice making it thicker, but hey, if they make the phone a little bit wider that I would really like for the aspect ratio, then maybe they can put more battery into it. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's really been my experience with this phone. Not bad at all. Like I said, overall, it is a good phone. So if you're looking to upgrade, depending on what phone you're coming from, this is not a bad option, especially with all the different deals that they have for this device. So I know the iPhone 13 is getting ready to be announced, I want to say next week. We'll see what they bring to the table. I don't think they're going to bring much innovation to the table. So this is very innovative, being a flip phone with 120 hertz display. Yeah, solid phone. Not many complaints at all. Also, the screen the always on display, very nice touch to this outer display. I have kept it on finally. I wanted to keep it off to preserve battery, but then at the end of the day, I started to get upset. And I hear a lot of people, giving out all these tips and tricks to save the battery life. It shouldn't have to go that way, right? We shouldn't have to turn off all the features that make this phone special just to, squeeze out some more battery. Like Samsung, please figure that out. I don't want to turn my always on display off. I don't want to lower my 120 hertz screen down to 60. I don't want to turn my brightness all the way down. This is a super bright phone. I love the brightness on it. In direct sunlight, it still works great. Why would I have to turn all of that off? So please figure that out. We should be able to rock the phone the way we want to. We spend our money on it. It's a $1,000 phone. So hopefully they tweak and make those adjustments for the next generation of this device. But yeah, that's been my experience. Hit me up in the comments. Remember to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your support. Let's move this thing forward. And hit me up if you have any questions or concerns. But until the next video, it's your boy Yella, and I'm out. Peace.